Okay, I think this is working. I really wanted to see what it's like to come on YouTube here live and how that can work in terms of just showing up here every day with something to share of what worked for me or what I'm seeing or what my students or clients or um, folks in my community are seeing in hopes that it can help you on your journey. Now, I know that being a healing entrepreneur and being a successful healing entrepreneur can involve wearing many hats. And I think it's really common, especially nowadays, it's really common because there are certain formulas and things that really work, like when you have your lead magnet or when you have your website with a clear path for the person that encounters it of where to go and how to start being a part of your world and learning more about you, and then you being able to teach them or share more about yourself and then present offers or ways to work with you. Now, there are so many ways that this can be done, and there's so many ways to create content and get your voice out there. And we talk a lot about this in my club of hypnosis practitioners and professionals, the Hypnosis Healers Club. But really, what I'm here to say today is that that's all fine and dandy, as long as that whole process isn't putting up a bunch of roadblocks or obstacles that are stopping you from right now putting yourself out there, from right now putting yourself like in an being open to opportunity or sharing something that's not planned. And there's two sides of doing business in this way. One is having the plan and then executing the plan and building something sustainable, which is beautiful and great. And the other is kind of along the way of the plan or in the middle of the plan or before the plan, because how do you know what's working? How do you know what stuff that you're doing is going to resonate with your ideal customer or your audience? And also, have you done the work? You know, this is something that I was really excited about asking Michael Neal in the last Creating the Impossible, because if you don't know, Michael Neal is an author and a coach, and he has a book called Creating the Impossible, which is also a group that he runs at least once a year online. And there's certain weeks. And then it just seemed to me like, oh, this is how I'm feeling this week. And he was so in tune with the process of creating something impossible that I asked him, did you kind of create it? How did you know that this is kind of where we would be at week? I don't know. It's 90. It's I think it's like, is it 90 days? Maybe. I don't know. No, it's like 3 months. Anyways, the main thing is like he said, he's like, oh, I actually ran this group various times before I wrote the book and before I set it into the plan in that way. And I noticed things were very common at different weeks as we went through. And this is really important. This is why when I do my weight loss groups, I know exactly what they need for the group. It was from years of taking individual intakes from each person that came to the weight loss group. These were weight loss hypnosis groups, and I was in person. I was doing those in person at first, and now I do them online. But I started to notice that in the intake, there was, generally speaking, similarities. No, there was a lot of similarities. And so it became easier and easier to design a group, making sure that we took care of or included these specific things. Maybe it was like a childhood relationship of food, or how they learned to be with food, or emotional eating. for example. This is just one example, but what I'm saying is that if you're doing your work, it needs both. We can't just kind of wait for the plan to wait for the clients, or wait for the plan to wait for the success. And I know it's so easy to get caught up in it, because basically the entire internet is telling you you need this plan. And while marketing is a part of being a healing entrepreneur, so is energy, and so is practice, and so is destiny, and being open to exactly the people coming to you for what you need to learn to evolve and grow and be capable of holding more space or inviting more people in. And that's when the marketing can like be energized, but it's also not the only thing. And that's all. I thought I would just come on live and share a point. Excuse me. Share this, and know that, and just see how it works to go live. I'm definitely going to try this out more. And I love the idea of just turning on the camera and sharing things that I have learned. And this is something that, in the last 11 years of my hypnosis business, like, I am really looking to streamline the things that worked very well for Hypno Heather. And Hypno Heather is becoming Hypno Heather and Co., where there will be other people, well, those hypnotherapists that are working for me now. So if you are looking for hypnotherapy, we do have a lot of very qualified and vetted by me people, as well as if you have a particularly very complex issue that is in need of spiritual perspective and being able to effectively and efficiently move through all of the layers of the complex issue, then I still do those one-on-one sessions too. And also, there's so many opportunities in terms of being trained as a certified hypnosis professional, as the training looks like it's going to come back. The hypnosis training looks like it's going to come back by popular demand in the fall again, because I had considered not doing it anymore, because there are so many hypnosis trainings out there now. But I did realize that, especially through working more closely with hypnosis practitioners that I didn't train, in my coaching work, in my consulting and coaching work, I'm really helping hypnosis practitioners build their business sustainably, inspirationally, and effectively, with being aligned with themselves. And this is something that I keep seeing the need for. I don't think we need more hypnosis training and certification, but we definitely need the quality and the care and the well-roundedness of the training that I offer. So it looks like I'm going to be doing that again in the fall by popular demand. I will pop the link to just join the email list, because that's the best way to know when it's happening. And for the first time ever, it's going to be on a weeknight. So that means for all of you that haven't been able to take it because taking off a whole day or the whole weekend or whatever it is too much, then this is your chance. And there's so much more I could share. But the main thing to know is that if you are already trained as a hypnosis practitioner, stay tuned. Join the Conscious Hypnosis Community Facebook group, because we're going to revamp it. I have an announcement coming up for that very soon. And there's a workshop every month, a specialty workshop every month for hypnosis practitioners. And this month's coming up is hypnosis audios and how to use them to get better results with your clients and grow your business without fussing so much about how to make them. So that's coming up. So the best way is, again, I'll pop some lists below if you were interested in training, if you're already trained and you want to like grow your business with greater, greater ease. That's the thing about live, no editing. Although if you saw my videos already, you can see I don't edit them that much anyway. And then I'll put the list to join the email list and the conscious hypnosis community. So I'll leave it at that. Feel free to put any questions below or anything that you'd like me to speak to on lives as I go forward. Ciao for now.